everybody, welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I am a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now today in this video, guys, this is going to be a video about stopping it before it begins. Stopping it before it begins within the law of assumption simply means that you are going to stop yourself right before you want to say some shit that does not align with you, whether it be in your mind or out loud. You are going to cut it short because you're not dealing with that. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you've had the worst day of your life today and it's just been so horrible and everything can't be worse. Does not matter what it is. Stop yourself before you start to complain, because you don't want to sit here complaining to yourself about how horrible things are. Oh my god, my life, this, that, when you've been affirming to have the most perfect life in the world. I don't give a shit what it is, baby girl. Listen, you are the main character for a reason. If you know that you're the main character, how can you sit here and say to yourself that your life is not working out in your favor because, oh, I had such a bad day, my life is so tough? I don't care what it is, bitch. I don't care what it is. If you know that you're on top of your game, if you know that you're number one, if you know that you got this shit in the bag, which you do, of course, how can you allow for anyone or anything around you to tell you that you can get what you want and then you agree with that? How can you agree with that? Like, you sit there and you're like, yeah, you're right, my life sucks. No, it doesn't, unless you say that it does. It's your choice to make for yourself, though. You don't want to be a victim. Being a victim is some shit that's all the way down here, boo. Like, you're meant to be all the way up here, because why the fuck wouldn't you be? Stick to this narrative. Stop yourself before you say something that you know that you will regret. Of course, besides using revision, you can always erase it, but still, you don't want to be that person that sits there and says things to yourself that you know that you don't align with, because I've done it myself. I've felt the regret. Yes, I have revised it, but it doesn't take away the fact that, like, no one should be doing it. Nobody should be doing that shit. Nobody should have to sit there and revise something that they accidentally said that was super negative on accident. You feel me? No one wants to, or even on purpose. Some people say shit that doesn't align with them on purpose because they feel like they don't deserve the best, but of course everyone does. Every single person does. So allow yourself to accept the best by stopping yourself before it begins. Well then, anyway, let's get started with the video right now so that we can get to talking about this, because this is a very important topic. I feel like it's very underlooked, but it is something that I definitely take into consideration. Like, I apply this to my life, and if I apply it, bitch, and I get everything that I want, then I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing. I'm gonna put y'all on real good today. Well then, anyway, now that we're in, let's get to talking about this. Okay, perfect. So within stopping yourself right before it begins, it's really all about self-discipline. Something that I talk about a lot within my videos is having good self-discipline, because having good self-discipline means that you are willing and able, not even just able, like literally just willing, because everyone's able to, that you're willing to only feed yourself the things that you want to hear and see and be with and all that stuff, because it is a choice to make. You already know that it is. Like, everything in this life is a choice to make. If you choose to not allow for things to work out in your favor, they won't, but you want things to always work out in your favor, so choose for them to always work out in this way. Now, the way that you choose for things to always work out is by you not contradicting what it is that you're saying to yourself, okay? So if you're saying to yourself, I'm the most beautiful girl in the world, I'm the best bitch ever, I'm the main character, everyone loves me, blah blah blah, you have to stick to that, okay? That means that all of the thoughts that you have are pertaining you being that bitch, you being beautiful, you having everything, not contradicting that by saying to yourself, I'm so ugly, I'm worthless, I don't have anything, whatever it is. You cannot do it to yourself. I don't care how unmotivated you feel, I don't care how discouraged you feel, I don't care what it is. If you want what you want here, which is you being the most beautiful person in the world, do not ever sit there and say to yourself that you are ugly, that you are worthless, that you're a victim, that you don't have everything that you want, that you're a sucker and loser in life, because no, you're not. But it's not even just about not being that. It's about stopping yourself before you say that to yourself, because guys, a lot of times, and I'm sure y'all know it, and even especially someone like me who used to be very anxiety and depressed filled, like, trust me, I had a lot of intrusive thoughts at the time that would literally impede on my subconscious and in my mind, because I wouldn't stop them. I just allowed them to go fucking crazy in my mind, and they did. But with that being said, y'all would know that with this, a lot of times people tend to say things to themselves that they don't align with, and then guess what happens? Like, even just that one time, guess what happens? They tend to go on a spiral. That's when they start overthinking every single thing in their life. They start saying, I'm horrible at everything, I have no talents, everyone hates me. It goes from I'm ugly to the entire world fucking hates me. Like, the correlation's where? Nowhere, bruh, because who wants to live like that, bruh? Nobody wants to live like that. No one wants to be saying things like this to themselves, because they know it is extremely discouraging to even start out with the thought that maybe I'm so stupid, right? Now you're saying to yourself, everyone fucking hates me and the teachers think I'm a dumbass. Like, you feel me? You don't want to be thinking this way or saying things like this, because this is not something that will get you to where you want to be. It is in fact contradicting completely everything that you're affirming for. So that's why it's so important that, at least for me, guys, like I told y'all, something that I do for myself and I know will help y'all out as well, because y'all are on the same page as I am, that stopping yourself before you go on this little spree spiral shit is extremely important to do, because you only want to be feeding yourself the best of the best, which is all the positive things that you've been telling yourself, the fact that you're amazing, the fact that you're beautiful, The fact that you're wonderful because you are. You're perfect inside and out simply because you said that you are, and that's it. So there's nothing for you to sit here and wonder or worry about. It literally is what it is. You have what you want. You're set in stone with it. Why would you sit there and purposely contradict everything that you're saying because of one bad day, because of one bad thought, because of something bad somebody told you? It doesn't matter what it is. Grab that shit by the throat and do not allow for it to take hold over your life, because it is a choice to make for yourself. There were a lot of times in my life where, yes, this happened to me. I would be sitting around affirming, let's say for a week, about having straight A's on my report card, right? Straight A's, straight A's, straight A's. I have straight A's, I have straight A's. I'm that bitch. Of course I have straight A's. Why wouldn't I have straight A's? Blah, blah, blah. Like, of course I do, because I said so and that's it. Best part. But the thing is that maybe one day I got a really bad grade. Maybe I got a D or an F, right? On a test. And I start stressing. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've been affirming for straight A's. Now I got D's and F's. Damn, like all this stuff. Where did all the talk about me getting straight A's go? It disappeared. It went in the trash, because you know what? I started off with this little thought of, oh my God, I have D's now, to I'm gonna fail and I'm not gonna get straight A's. Do y'all see that ladder right there? It literally is that little, well, no, actually I'm gonna put it up here and I'm gonna go downwards, bitch, because it's not something you should be doing. Now I put myself into this place where I'm like, you know what? I'm fucked. Like, it's not gonna work out. But that was a choice that I made for myself, because I chose to entertain the thoughts that I was having. I chose to sit there and fall victim to everything I was hearing, everything I was feeling, everything I was physically seeing, even though I damn well know that nothing in the 3D reality is real. Literally nothing here is real unless I say that it is. So if I'm gonna sit here and say to myself, yeah, that's a mess, that's bad, not gonna work, gonna fail, definitely not something that I want, what do you think is gonna happen? It's just gonna be me saying the same old shit. Because instead of me feeding all the positive things that I have been saying, now I started off with something that I used to do, talking shit about myself, or me saying one little negative or bad comment, and now it just spiraled all the way to, I'm gonna fail, not gonna work out, might as well give up. No, that's not the life that you deserve. That's not the place that you're supposed to be at. You need to stop yourself right before you say something that you know that you could regret. Because you know, honestly, we could totally change everything in this world to be the way that we want it to be. So I'm not even fazed about regret, because regret is something that we can totally erase, bitch. What do we have to regret? The main character doesn't regret anything. But I will say that you don't want to even feel a tinge of it's not gonna happen, not gonna work, nothing. You don't want that. The only thing you should be saying to yourself is, I get everything that I want. Everything works out in my favor. I'm that bitch. I have it all. I'm on top of my shit. I'm the main character for a reason. I get everything that I want. So of course I have straight A's, because why wouldn't I? Because of course I do, because it is my choice to make for myself, and you're completely right. It is your choice to make for yourself. You made the choice to keep on going strong. You made the choice to be so self-disciplined to the point where you are not allowing for even a tad bit of any kind of negativity to come in, because none of it can affect you unless you say that it does, and that's it. It is your choice to make, bruh. It is your choice. And I keep saying, I say this in every video, because I need y'all to know how important and how powerful you are as a person. Y'all don't understand that your tongue, your words, your thoughts, your mouth, whatever, bruh, holds hella power. It holds all the power in the world. You have the power to make or break something, so always choose to make things out to be the way that you want them to be, because that's what you want in your life. You don't want to have to sit here and think about that one bad word that you said to yourself that made you feel like shit. You don't want to have to deal with anything other than what it is that you want. So with that being said, you cannot entertain anything that does not align with what it is that you want. Even if it's just one bad day, it doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter. Even if you've been affirming for that SP to be with you for a damn week or two, and then yeah, suddenly they have a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. Don't say to yourself, I'm messed, it's done, it's not gonna happen. Yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is, because you keep saying to yourself that it is. Do not sit there and choose to succumb to the circumstances or what's happening around me. But I see this, but this, I don't care what it is. I don't care, because if it's not helping you, it's not anything that you should be looking towards, because everything in this world is meant to help you. Don't even give the universe an option to not help you. Say to yourself that you will always be on your own side, because you will be. You're meant to be that person that takes care of yourself in the best way possible, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be taking care of yourself, the things that you think about, and the words that you be speaking to yourself, because you know that you staying disciplined within the positive things that you're saying to yourself is what's going to get you what you want, because it's going to keep you in that level of feeling like, bitch, I got it in the bag. I have nothing to worry about. It's like a seed that you have to grow. You want to grow your plants, right? You want your plant to be big and beautiful, very strong, very proud, whatever, right? You got to feed it water each and every single day or every 2 days to keep it growing. You are a flower. You are literally the seed, bitch. You have got to keep watering yourself with all of the positive words that you possibly can, including stopping yourself right before you say something that you don't want to be saying to yourself, and then watching yourself grow and grow and grow despite the circumstances, despite what you're seeing in front of you, and despite what anyone has ever told you, because you know that you're meant for more. You know that you're meant for the best. You know that you're meant to be on top of your shit. So if you're meant to be all of these things plus more, how can you allow yourself to sit here and to feed the narrative of something that you don't even want in the first place? So what if he's dating her? He is still dating you because you said so and that's it. He is still obsessed with you because you said so and that's it. It's not about what you see in front of you, it's about what you see up here. And that includes the things that you say to yourself and the words that you think to yourself as well, because you know that you're meant for everything plus more. You know that you're meant for the world. You know that you're meant to be on top of your shit. And if you're meant to be on top of your shit, you know that you have enough power, and of course you do, to stop yourself before you say something that you don't want to be aligned with. Because everything that you say to yourself, yes, is a spell. It has a lot of power. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that you're gonna curse yourselves on accident by saying things like this that don't align with you, but I will say that you do have to at least be smart enough to revise what it is that you're thinking about if it is something that doesn't align with you, so that you can stick to what it is that you want. Because you know, you can easily say what I thought about had no effect if it's something that doesn't align with you, but you also don't want to be sitting here telling yourself that every fucking day. You feel me? I used to be that person too. I used to literally tell myself,
that didn't count. What I said I didn't mean. My thoughts are still positive because I said so.
You feel me? Like, that's great. Remind yourself that everything that you're saying is still very positive and does align with you, but you also don't want to be sitting here and literally telling yourself all the fucking time, I didn't mean that. You feel me? Like, no one wants to be doing that shit all the time. So, you know, if at first it is like that, where you feel like you kind of have to work out of thinking or saying even the slightest thing that could be negative in regards to your situation, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that continuously pushing yourself here is what's going to get you what you want. You feel me? Even the motivation to do better with this is something that will still help you out. You know, you can never sit here and say to yourself,
oh, but I don't think only perfect thoughts, so that must mean that I'm not perfectly aligned.
No, it's not about being aligned. It's not about being perfect. It's not about telling yourself that you have to think good all the fucking time or you're not getting what you want. It's all about the self-discipline that you have, though, enough to say that you are getting what you want no matter what is in front of you, no matter what you think about, no matter what anyone says to you, because you want what you want and you're not going to take no for an answer. You know, everything else that you're stating are all circumstances that you could easily erase. You don't have to sit here and think perfect thoughts all the fucking time, because God, we're human. Yes, we're gods, but we're fucking human. You feel me? If you have a bad thought from time to time, just quickly revise over it. That's all you have to do. But all I'm saying is that if you find yourself sitting around thinking about all the negative things in your life, or even just saying one thought on purpose that you know is something that doesn't align with you, you gotta cut yourself short, baby girl. You gotta stop it right before it fucking begins, because you don't want to be dealing with it in the first place. You really don't. And another thing I will say is that I as well was somebody who, whenever I would think even the slightest negative thing in my mind, I would think that it fucked up everything I was affirming for. I need y'all to know that that's also not the case, because it's not. You're not meant to sit here and be like, oh my god, I have to think positive or it's not gonna manifest. No, like, none of that's true unless you say that it is. So I chose to rewrite my entire world to be like, nah, I can think anything that I want to think and I'll still get what I want because I said so and that's it. So even though I don't have negative thoughts at all anymore, like literally dead ass barely fucking anything at all, I barely think anything negative, or honestly I'll say hardly, because I really don't. I don't want to say I don't ever, but I dead ass feel like I don't ever. Well then, anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's say for example I do think one negative thing right now. I'm not gonna sit here and literally be like, oh no, it's fucked, I'm done. No, I'm not gonna do that, because I know that that's what it's going to do for me. It's gonna cancel out my manifestations because I'm saying that it is. But if I sit here and I'm like, wow, that's shitty, I'm gonna be like, nah, it's not shitty. I'm good. It's straight. I'm the main character. I'm not a victim. I can do this. And you know what? I'm right. Every time I tell myself that I'm good, I got this, I have nothing to worry about, you're good. I stopped it before it began, before I began saying what it is, before it began to take over. It couldn't, because I did not give it enough power to take over my fucking life, to tell me that I can't get what I want. Because if I want what I want, I'm gonna stick to it. I don't care what anyone has to say. I don't care what the world has to say. I don't care about nothing except for what it is that I want, because if I want it, I am meant to have it. You are meant to be luxurious. You are meant to be glamorous, not even just physically, baby. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about your life, the body, everything, boo. You are meant to be glamorous inside and out, because this is your life. You're meant to be thinking only the best of thoughts, and even if a tad bit negative thought comes in, it has no effect on you because you decided that it doesn't. That is you stopping it right before it begins. It's you stopping it right at the core, bitch. You're gonna pull the weed out by the roots. You're gonna be like, you have no place in my life. You literally cannot affect me. Throw that weed in the garbage, and guess what? It can't grow back because you pulled it by the roots. It's all the way out. You know, if you pull just the stem, okay, the root's still there, the weed will grow back, but you don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're gonna grab it by the roots and you're gonna pull it out, and you're gonna be like, you can't affect me. Has no effect. Cannot hurt me. Boom. And you're completely right. Throw that shit in the trash, can't grow back, and you're done. You're literally done. The only thing that's gonna keep growing around you are the flowers that are growing, are the trees, are the beautiful plants that you got got in your garden, because baby girl, this is your life for a reason. We're meant to embody this shit. We're meant to take it in the bag. We're meant to embrace it all for the way that it is. Like, look at our lives, bruh. It's all meant to be amazing for the simple reason that we make it as amazing as possible for ourselves. If you know that you're on top of your shit for a reason, which you are, embrace knowing that this is it for you, because it is. It's done. You are on top of your shit for a reason. You're stopping it before it begins, because it cannot have any kind of effect on you unless you say that it does. And so with that being said, you literally have absolutely nothing to worry about, because this life is yours for a reason. You're on top of your shit for a reason. You got this shit in the bag for a reason, and that's why you have enough power. Of course you do. You have more than enough power to stop yourself right before it begins, right before anything that you don't want to be happening in your life to begin, because it cannot begin, because you don't give it the access. You have the wall up because you said so, and that's it. You have nothing to worry about, my love. You literally have nothing to worry about. You want life to be fair to you? Know that it's meant to. Know that it is. Know that it always will be, because you decided that for yourself. So do yourself the favor and stop it right before it begins, because you know that you're not meant to be feeding yourself anything other than the most amazing things in the world, which is all the positive shit that you want to be experiencing in life. And that's why you have it all in the bag right now, because you said so, and that's it. And you're completely right. Yes, you do, because this is your life for a reason. Stop it before it begins, because you know that you can, and that's it. Alright, y'all, that's basically it for my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I intend that this video helped you to the best of its ability, and I know that it did, because guys, listen up real quick. You being that bitch is all about you knowing that you have enough power to do anything that you want to do in this life, because why wouldn't you? You know that you got this shit in the bag easily, because you said so, and that's it. So with that being said, you cannot allow for anyone or anything to take advantage of you, to say that you can't get what you want, that things are hard to have, that life is meant to be difficult, because no the fuck it's not. And so that's why you're going to stop yourself before any of these limiting belief ass thoughts come in to try and mess with you, because they simply cannot unless you say that they can, and that's it. Your life is meant to be empowered for a reason. You know that you're on top of your game. You know that you're on top of your world. You know that you're number one. If you know that you're number one, nothing other than top-notch ass shit can come into your life unless you allow it to, and that's it. This means that you have to stop yourself before you say something that you know that you would regret, because honestly guys, it does happen sometimes. Some people might think a little too hard, and then they start to overthink, and boom. But no, we're not going to do that, because we know that overthinking is not meant for us. We know that we're meant for more. We know that we're meant to have it all, because having it all is meant for us, and that's it. We know it for ourselves. We're not going to settle for less than best, bitch. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you've been told your entire life that you can't have what you want. I don't care what it is. If you want what you want, you are sticking to the same narrative that you're getting what you want, that you're going to stop yourself before you say something that you might regret, even though you could always revise it. You don't want to have to revise it in the first place, because why should you? You feel me? The main character only thinks amazing thoughts. The main character is literally perfect inside and out, because you said so, and that's it. So with that being said, what do you have to worry about? Literally nothing less than best, unless you say that for yourself. Unless you say that you're experiencing less than best, okay, that's your choice to make for yourself. If you're going to choose to entertain that one little negative thought that you're having, and then it spirals into something more, that was your choice to make. But me right here, baby girl, we are going to choose to be like, forget any kind of negative thought that comes in to try to mess with us, because F that shit, it cannot mess with us. We are only meant to be dealing with the best of the best, because we are the best of the best. That's why we don't allow for these weeds to be growing in our garden, babe. Infestations or bugs or whatever the fuck to come in to ruin our garden, because we want the best of the best. Our garden is meant to be fulfilled, beautiful, growing, flourishing, literally all the things that we want, because we said so, and that's it. So what are we gonna do to get that? You feel me? Not even to get that, but to embrace that. What are we gonna do to embrace it? We are going to continue to feed the narrative that it's already there, that we're there, that there's nothing for us to have to fight off, because we don't have to fight off the negativity. There is no negativity for us to fight off. But I will say that you must have enough self-discipline to stop yourself right before you want to say something that you might end up regretting, babe, because you don't want to have to say it in the first place. You want to be number one. You want to be the best of the best. You want to have your shit in the bag. You know that you're meant for that. You know that you're meant for more. Allow yourself to accept more. Allow yourself to feed yourself only the best of the best, thinking the best of the best, because nothing in this world can get you down unless you say that it can, and that's it. Because even these thoughts cannot have any power unless you say that they do. So even if you think a negative thing once or twice, and maybe you end up spiraling, which you never do, you can easily just cut that shit out by saying, I'm still that bitch. I still have everything that I want. It's all here right now because I said so. Nothing can affect me unless I say that it can, and that's it. You can completely rewrite you even thinking a negative thing in the first place with all of this positive stuff that you've been feeding yourself. But again, you don't want to have to do that in the first place. So stop entertaining anything that does not align with you, because you know that you're meant for nothing less than best. Embrace this, guys. I mean, it's so dead ass right now. Like, I'm feeling it in my heart and my soul that y'all have to really embrace this for yourselves, because it is a choice to make. I don't care if you had the most intrusive, impulsive, negative ass thoughts in the last year. I don't care what it is, because if someone like me can overcome all of the things that I'm telling you right here, right now. There is literally no excuse or reason as to why you can't. And this again is coming from somebody who had the deepest mind. I swear, if I could show y'all like a little video of what used to go on in my mind, y'all would be like, okay, I get it. Everything is possible. But I'm really telling y'all, everything and anything is possible simply because you said that it is. So don't entertain the shit that you don't want. Because if you know what it does to you, it's not meant for you. If you know that it affects you negatively, it is not meant for you. Stop entertaining it. You can do this. You know that you can. Choose to do it for yourself because it is a choice to make, and I will always ride or die by that because it is the truth. Choose to make this reality for yourself because that's what it's meant to be, and that's it. Being that bitch has never been easier, and that's because we were always destined to being that bitch because we said so, and that's it. All right, guys? It is as easy as that. Make it happen for yourself. Stick to the program. Stick to what it is that you're affirming for yourself, and know that nothing can ever take you away from it because how the fuck could it? It literally can't, simply because you said so, and that's it. All right, y'all. I will see y'all this Monday for another video. Thank y'all so much again for watching. God bless y'all. Please take care, everybody. And if I hear y'all entertaining any kind of intrusive or impulsive or negative thought that you're having, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that you're making that choice for yourself when you know damn well that you don't want to be making that choice. So stop yourself before you can even start with it. You don't want to have to deal with shit that you don't want to be dealing with. So then choose to not deal with it. It is a choice for you to make. You know that you're meant to have only amazing thoughts. You know that you're meant to be on top of your shit. You know that you're the main character. Does the main character ever victimize themselves? Does the main character ever think that things won't work out in their favor? Does the main character ever feel like a failure? The answer is no to all three, because no main character does. No main character feels like a failure because we are all fucking winners because we said so, and that's it. So embrace it in your heart and your soul. Know that this is it for you because it is, and have enough self-discipline to stop yourself before you start with the bullshit because it's not meant for you for a reason, and that's it. Bye. Really, honey? How dare you talk about anything other than what it is that you're affirming for? How dare you entertain anything that does not align with your manifestations? Meanwhile, you already know that you're meant to entertain nothing less than best. So how can you sit here victimizing yourself, allowing yourself to get to a point where you're thinking about all these shitty things when in reality, none of that is meant for you because you said so, and that's it. You know that you're meant to be number one. You know that you are. So sit here and entertain only the best of the best within your mind, because that little intrusive thought that you're having is not going to be intrusive once you claim that it's not meant to fuck with you. So don't allow it to fuck with you. It is a choice to make for yourself, my love. It literally is a choice to make for yourself. If you know that you're serious about receiving what it is that you want, you got to keep on going strong with it because you know that it's meant for you. So claim it in your heart and your soul that nothing less than best will ever come through within your mind, because nothing less than best will. Only the best of the best is meant to be entertained by you. So continue to entertain only the best of the best, because that, angels, is what's meant for you, and that's it. Claim it into your heart and your soul, my love. That's literally it in the bag for you, ready for you to have, simply because you said so, and that's it. No negative thought can affect you in any way, shape, or form, bitch. You already knew that though.